Spider, 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 please miss these riders. Spider! Hey man, bro, listen, bro, it's Young Spider-Man. I'm back with another video, bro. And so today, bro, I will be reviewing. I'm asking the question: did these artists actually fall off, bro? Like, is the internet just tweaking, bro? Because listen, bro, the internet love overreacting to everything. We all know that. Like, you drop a decent project, they ain't gonna say you fall off. You drop an ass project, rightfully so, they gonna say you fell off, bro. So I'm gonna actually review, did these artists fall off? Because listen, bro, there's two ways to fall off, in my opinion. You have quality of music wise. You're just not making the same music anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not as good as you once was. And then there's another way to fall off, which is popularity. You're just not getting as many numbers as you once was. You could still be making good music, but you're just not as popular as you once was. So I'm gonna be judging these artists based off those two criteria. And the grading system I'll be doing is from 1 to 10. So 10 being the hardest to fall off, 1 being you ain't really fall off for real. So without further ado, man, let's get it. So first up on the list, man, we got Lil Baby. So bro, we gonna talk about quality of music wise first. Quality of music wise, in my opinion, Lil Baby has like fell off a pretty decent amount. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You look at that 3-album run he was on, Harder Than Ever, Street Gossip. You know what I'm saying? My Turn, bro. That was a crazy 3-album run. Those are all elite, and with each album, he just got better and better. And then the collab you had with Dirk, that was nice as well. But then what marked the fall off, in my opinion, was It's Only Me. That album was just too long. It has some bangers on there. Don't get it twisted. California breeze, take you out to eat. You know what I'm saying? That song gets hard. It has some bangers, but it was just too long. Had too many filler tracks. You know what I'm saying? It did not match up to any of those 3 albums. Easily his most weakest album, in my opinion. And then after that, bro, the features he's been on, the singles he's been laying out, the snippets he's been playing, they all just haven't been the same Lil Baby that we knew, that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? He's not making the same music he once was, so he definitely has fell off quite a bit in the quality of music wise department. Now, popularity wise, bro, this shouldn't even be a discussion. Lil Baby has not fallen off at all. If anything, he's just gotten bigger, bro. I remember I saw this one crazy ass statistic, goddamn, that he had. He's the only one that had it, and it was some crazy ass numbers. I can't tell you what it was, but it was some crazy ass streaming numbers. He's the only rapper that has it, bro. Like, he is massively big, bro. He's definitely probably a top 5 most popular rapper right now on the planet, bro. He can easily still sell 100K. I'm pretty sure It's Only Me, so pretty big. I don't know the numbers. I'm gonna pull it up, put it in here. But yeah, bro, he's as big as ever, bro. So for quality of music wise, I'm gonna give him about a 7. He fell off pretty solidly for quality of music. But for popularity, I'm gonna give him a 0. I know I said 1 through 10, but he really hasn't fallen off popularity wise, so I'm gonna give it, bro, a 0. Next up, we got my boy Roddy Ricch, bro. What's crazy about Roddy Ricch, bro, he's like one of the few niggas on the planet with colored eyes. I know that's off topic, but that nigga's eyes is colored. I noticed that recently. That shit just threw me off. But first of all, let's talk about quality of music wise. Now listen, he had Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. Then he had the album with him in the car. I forgot, Live Life Fast or whatever, something like that. That is a pretty big drop off. But then his most recent album, I think, is Feed the Streets 3. That album was solid. That album was nice. I've been defending that album day one since it came out, bro. Day one, I've been defending that album, bro. It's a nice album. It got some solid tracks in there, some nice songs, bro. It was a good recovery album for Roddy Ricch. Then he also has had some nice features around that Feed the Streets era as well. So quality of music wise, it was just sort of like this. Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. He went down with Live Life Fast, and he came back up a little bit. I'm not gonna say a little bit. He came back up a decent height with Feed the Streets 3. Now popularity wise, man, he's cooked, bro. Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial had people saying Roddy Ricch was gonna be the top 5 artist. Rapper. He was gonna be the next big rapper, the next big 3 rapper. They was talking crazy about Roddy Ricch, bro. Cause, bro, you gotta think, bro. The Box was literally the biggest song on the world, bro. In the world, bro. And now look at where Roddy Ricch is at, bro. Ain't no one really talking about Roddy Ricch no more, bro. He had The Box out. He had Rockstar with Dababy. He had that other feature with Interly Chopper that was pretty big. Like, bro, he was everywhere. He had that song with Donda with Kanye. He was everywhere, bro. And then look where he is now, bro. It is a huge drop off, bro. If you look at it, Roddy Ricch is actually the opposite of Lil Baby, whereas Lil Baby fell off quality of music wise, but not popularity. Roddy Ricch fell off popularity wise, but not as much as quality of music wise. So for quality of music, I'm gonna give Roddy Ricch a 4. He fell off a solid amount. And for popularity, I'm going to give him a 9. He fell off pretty huge popularity-wise. Next up, we got Trippie Redd. Oh my gosh. This is one of the guys I feel like we don't talk about enough who should be put in the fall-off category. Man, you know the drill. Let's talk about quality of music-wise first. So quality of music, bro, I feel like his best album is Life's a Trip. And then, you know what I'm saying, Love Letter to You 3, that was nice as well. A Love Letter to You 4, also nice as well. I think that's his top 3. And I ain't going to cap. I still go back to those albums a ton, especially A Love Letter to You 4 and Life's a Trip. I got a ton of those songs in my playlist. And old Trippie, bro, like around that era Trippie, I don't know what years those was. I want to say maybe 2018, 2019. That era of Trippie, bro, he was nice, bro. He was valid, bro. But if you look at Trippie now, bro, that nigga's a pack of ass. That nigga straight stinks. He's like Thanasis Antetokounmpo. The niggas are just a 60 overall. He's not good at anything right now. A Love Letter to You 5, I kid you not, was one of the worst albums I heard from 2023. Saint Michael Volume 2, I didn't even hear that shit, bro. I didn't even check that. I didn't even want to bother to check it out. Mansion Music, that album was just riddled with features. It still wasn't that nice of an album either. Like the Trippie Redd fall off quality music wise is crazy, bro. He is just not the same. He is completely washed. He's not even Shaq in a Celtics jersey, nigga. He's worse than that at this point. Now, popularity music wise, Trippie Redd wasn't like Baby or Roddy Ricch where he was like on top of the world, but he was pretty popular. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I mean, I feel like no one really ever talked about Trippie Redd like a lot. But nowadays, no one even talking about nigga at all. Like he's not even a thought for real. So you know what I'm saying? It's not like a huge drop compared to the quality of music wise, but it's still a pretty big drop off. So for quality of music wise, I'm going to give that shit a 10. He fell off to the max with that one. But for popularity wise, I'm going to give him about like a 5 to 6 range. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just in a weird position because he was never like one of the big artists, but he also was still talked about decently enough. Nowadays, he's not really talked about at all. So I'm just giving him about a 5. I think that's fair. Next up on the list, we have Polo G. I feel like I said this a lot about Polo G, but when I first heard him, I thought he was going to be one of the GOATs of my era. The first 2 songs I heard from him were Finer Things and Hollywood. So I thought he was next. Well, he was next up, but I thought he was going to be like a GOAT. Fortunately, he just hasn't done that. I feel like Die Legend and The GOAT, those are pretty good albums. I definitely like Die Legend a lot when it first came out. It has grown off me a ton. The GOAT, recently I gave that a re-listen. I actually still like the album to that day. But Hall of Fame, man, that was just a stinker. He stunk it up. I feel like once this nigga started, you know what I'm saying, calling himself the GOAT and shit, and you know what I'm saying, he just started doing, it was too early to be doing that. You still young in the game. You can't be calling yourself the GOAT. You're too young. That's when the nigga's career started plummeting. Now, Hall of Fame was a huge stinker, bro. The deluxe, it saved him, bro. But it's just like, I've lost all hope for Polo G, bro. I just don't think he will ever live up to the potential I gave him, bro. And Hood Poet, bro. Like, he's pushed that album back like 15 times. I swear, I thought we were supposed to get the album in like August. My nigga, it's March of 2024. What are we doing? Popularity-wise, Polo G, he sold pretty well with his albums. Like, he's a pretty big rapper. I will say, though, I really don't know how I feel about his popularity right now because I don't think no one's really anticipating the Hood Poet, but I also do think that's Polo G's fault for delaying the shit like 20 times. So, shit, I don't see why anyone would be talking about it. But I feel like if Polo G said, yo, I'm dropping the Hood Poet on April 1st, a lot of people will start talking about it. So I do feel like he is still fairly popular. He hasn't had a huge drop in popularity. Maybe just a little bit, though. So for quality music-wise, he definitely has fell off, but not a huge amount. I'm going to give him about a 5. And for popularity, I'm going to give him about a 3. Last but not least, Dababy. Dababy, like a lot of these other guys, he was on top of the world. You couldn't walk outside without hearing I need some shit with some bop in it. Rockstar. I'm pretty sure that might have been the #1 song, a rap song in the world for a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? He was huge, bro. He had a song with Lil Baby too. Baby going hard for the city. Baby in the business. Baby I got a couple means. You know what I'm saying? The baby was everywhere. He also out-rapped J. Cole on his own song, which was crazy. But then I feel like after Kirk, bro, niggas just, you know what I'm saying? They realized like, bro, this nigga used the same flow every time, bro. I'm sick of this shit. And his production was not helping the baby because the baby's production is pretty mid to sometimes very ass. So quality of music-wise, bro, I can't tell you the last time I heard a Dababy album. Or really single. So I may not be the best representative of this topic, but based off my knowledge, based off my studies, my research, quality music wise, he has fell off pretty bad. Now popularity, man, like I said, bro, he was everywhere. He was everywhere, bro. One of the biggest rappers in the game. They was saying the baby better than Lil Baby. That's how big he was. I didn't fall for that bullshit. I knew Lil Baby stayed better. I've been on the Lil Baby train, but a lot of niggas was saying the baby better than Lil Baby. That's the better baby. That's cap. I knew that shit was cap. So popularity wise, bro, he fell off hella. Like probably the most on this list popularity wise. I ain't gonna cap. Cause no one talks about the baby anymore. That nigga's an afterthought. So quality music wise, I'm gonna give him an 8. Popularity, I'm gonna give him a 10. But yeah, those are all the people I have for the video, bro. If you want a part 2, I may be able to do a part 2. You just gotta let me know some people that you think have fallen off so I can review it, because I think those are all like the major people in the rap game who get talked about often for falling off. But just let me know, you know what I'm saying, if you fuck with this, bro, I'll do a part 2 for y'all. But like, comment, subscribe, man, all that good stuff, man. Young Spider Outski, love y'all.